Do you like ghost stories? The nightingales won't let you sleep in Platres. You all know how it went. How the whims of a woman, her fickleness, her uncontrollable lust, led the best youth of Greece to an untimely death. She didn't just cheat on her husband, which already would be regrettable, but she also sent many warriors, Greeks and Trojans alike, to their grave. A woman who destroyed a whole city. A woman who shames all women. A woman who inspired her sister into committing some very unspeakable acts. All of this because she couldn't resist the urge of laying with handsome Paris. Stop! This is all fake news. This woman's only fault is to be a woman. An easy target for your misogynist prejudice. Men don't need women to kill each other. And we just love making war more than we love making love. She has never been unfaithful to her husband. If you don't believe my words, follow me to the land of Egypt. Lyric nightingale. On a night like this, by the shore of Proteus, the Spartan slave girls heard you and began their lament. What is a man? What is the shadow of a man? And what about the shadow of a woman? Do you like ghost stories? The nightingales won't let you sleep in Platres. Menelaus, Menelaus, Menelaus. Finally, I have found you. Have been looking for you all over this land of barbarians. Something unbelievable. No words can do justice to it. The news is that all your troubles, all your suffering have come to nothing. Your wife Menelaus, Menelaus, she has vanished. She has left the sacred cave where we were guarding her, and she flew into the heavens. And as she was flying, she said to us, "Oh, you poor Trojans, and all of you poor men of Greece! You died on the banks of the river Scamander for my sake, a trick devised by Hera." Helen, Leda's daughter, you are here, but I was just saying how you disappeared into the starry sky. I had no idea your body had wings. The nightingales won't let you sleep in Platres. What is a man? What is the shadow of a man? And what about the shadow of a woman? This is too easy. For Helen's sake, a war was fought, and lives were lost. Widows and orphans were made, and free people were turned into slaves. For Helen's sake, sacrifices were made. For Helen's sake, the walls of Troy tumbled and fell, trampled down by a wooden horse. Not by her, not for her. All for an empty tunic, for a shadow, an illusion, a ghost. Even Paris mistook this shadow for a solid being, as he laid with his linen undulation, with this filmy cloud, this empty tunic. Then, in future years, some other Teucer, or some Ajax, or Priam, or Hecuba, or some other unknown and nameless person who nevertheless saw a Scamander overflowing with corpses, is unfated to hear a messenger coming to tell him that so much suffering, so much life went into the abyss, all for an empty tunic, all for a Helen. What is a man? When is a man free? When is he a slave? Don't judge the past with the eyes of the present. Then tell me, how has democracy permitted slavery, unnecessary violence, discrimination, racism? How? What is a man? What is the shadow of a man? Ghost, spirit, soul, consciousness, demon, God. The nightingales won't let you sleep in Platres. Helen, Menelaus, share with me your joy. I can see it, but I cannot understand it. But is she not the cause of all suffering at Troy? What? Where? Who? Get the gist. What? You mean we were fighting in vain? All that for a mere cloud? So, this woman I see next to you, is this your real wife?
Quello in nome di chi ha mentito, di chi ha parlato di una guerra giusta.
e non sgancio più le vostre sante bombe. What is real? What is false? What is the shadow of a woman? Do you like ghost stories? The nightingales won't let you sleep in black dress. Ah, my daughter, how variable is the nature of God, eh? How inscrutable. Both you and your husband had to endure great suffering. You because people have spread evil stories about you, and he because of his eagerness to go to war. And despite all of his efforts all of his efforts to bring you back, he achieved nothing. Yet, here he is now. With not even the slightest effort on his part, fate has brought him the best of blessings. And so you have brought shame to no one, not to your old father, nor to your twin brothers, the Dioscuri. You have committed none of those awful deeds they accuse you of. Now I'm reminded of the day of your wedding. I might be born a slave and bear no free man's name indeed, but I can claim the respect an honest slave deserves. If not my name, then my heart is free.
See, she's innocent. What did I tell you?
That man there is a slave. How can this be the good guys if they own slaves? If they send their servants to die for the sake of a mere shadow, for an empty tunic, for a Helen? If they are the good guys, who are the bad guys? The gods have their part of the blame to take for this, and so does King Theoclymenos of Egypt. But don't worry about this slave. His masters treat him like a member of the family, and so he is free to speak his mind with them. You blame the gods? What is a god? What is not a god? What is freedom? What is slavery? This man isn't free. His words may cost him his head if his master isn't going to like them. Do you like ghost stories? The nightingales won't let you sleep in Platres. My king! How full of lies are the tricks of the prophets. How useless are prophecies that come out the chirping of birds. How stupid is to believe that birds can help humans. The Sir Calchas said nothing as he saw our armies die for the sake of a mere shadow. And so Troy was destroyed for nothing. Well, one might say that it was the will of the gods that he should say nothing. So why then should we bother running off to them? To these sirs, sacrifices should be made as to pray for the gods, to beg for their blessings, and we should forget about prophecies. They're traps, foolish inventions. What idle man ever becomes rich by raiding at the flames of a sacrifice? Prophecy comes from a wise and prudent mind. These are the best prophets. What is a prophet? Why should we die for some cryptic words in the wind? Why trust the gods? What is a god? What is not a god? Can't you see? A seer will help the lovers escape the king of Egypt. It is the will of the gods. A seer? A young woman, blessed and beloved by the gods. Theone is her name. She's the sister of King Theoclymenos, but she will help Helen and Menelaus because she has seen that it is the right thing to do. Murder is in the air. What is right? What is wrong? What is a god? What is not a god? Where are the gods? Why have they abandoned young innocent Theone? The king will punish his sister. Murder! Kinslain! Where are the gods? This is a story about following ghosts, but it is also about turning living people into ghosts, about making them dead. What a shame, King Theoclymenos. Where are the gods? I see only a humble man standing between his king and Kinslaying. I see only a slave defying his master for the sake of justice and truth. Do you like ghost stories? The nightingales won't let you sleep in Platres. Master, where are you going? What murder are you planning? No, I won't let go of your cloak. You're rushing off to commit a dreadful deed. Your sister is a most pious, God-loving woman. Her betrayal was proper, because it was just. I do judge your affairs, master. If what I say is right, you are the master. So be it. Kill me, but I will never let you kill your sister! Halt, King Theoclymenos! This anger drives you away from justice. It is we, the Dioscuri, twin sons of Zeus and Leda, brothers of Helen, who call your name. Helen was destined to stay here until now and no longer. Troy is destroyed, and so she must return home with Menelaus, her husband. Your sister has acted wisely in all things, so keep your black, hot sword away from her. We could have saved her a long time ago, since Zeus has made us good, but we were prohibited by fate. Helen, go home with your journey. We, your twin brothers, should be your guides and bring you favorable weather. And when you get to the final part of your life and die, you will be named a goddess and share with us the libations and the gifts men offer us. This is the wish of Zeus, our father.